I'd like to call this meeting to order, the Freeholder meeting of Salem County. I'll stand for the. Heavenly Father, I want to thank you today for a chance to meet, to order you to do the county business. We thank you for what you can do for us, and we ask you to just continue to bless this county. Be with those that are sick, those that are taking care of the sick, and those that are administrating all the things through the county through this difficult time. Lord, now we ask that your will be done at this meeting, nothing more and nothing less. We ask this in your almighty name. Amen. Amen. You can stand at the flag and.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you.
Liberty and justice for all.
We have the statement regarding the Open Public Meeting Act, please.
Adequate notice pursuant to the Open Public Meetings Act has been given of this meeting by forwarding notice to the South Jersey Times and Elmer Times Company, and by posting notice on the bulletin board in the Salem County Courthouse and the 5th Street Office Complex, and by filing notice in the offices of the Salem County Clerk and the Clerk of the Board, all having been done at least 48 hours in advance.
Roll call, please.
Director Benjamin Laurie.
Here.
Deputy Director Scott Griscom.
Here.
Freeholder Charles Hassler.
Here.
Freeholder Gordon Ostrom.
Here.
Freeholder Lee Ware.
Present.
We have a quorum, sir.
Freeholders, what's your pleasure with the minutes?
Director, I move that we dispense with the reading of the minutes of the April 15, 2020. Minutes are to be received, approved, and recorded in the minutes book.
A second. I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, could I have a, all in favor, please raise your right hand. Oh, we
No,
got
I
to do
did
roll
roll
call.
call.
Apologize, we have two not here.
Okay.
Roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's
5-0.
unanimous. We have 6 special recognitions this month. 7. Sorry. One added quickly. If we start with recognizing Older American Month. Chose Scott. We were going to have Lee Ware do it, but since he's not here, we selected Scott Griscom.
Just because I'm the second oldest freeholder here. Today we have a proclamation recognizing Older American Month of May, whereas the County of Salem includes a growing number of older Americans who make countless contributions to our community every day, and whereas the County of Salem is stronger when people of all ages, abilities, and backgrounds are included and encouraged to make their mark. And whereas the County of Salem recognizes the importance of the physical, mental, social, and emotional well-being of our citizens. And whereas the County of Salem can support our community members by promoting independence, inclusion, and participation, engaging older adults through education and recreation and service, and connecting people with opportunities to share their time, experience, and talents. Therefore, the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Salem, in recognition of our older citizens, do hereby proclaim May 2020 as Older American Month. And we urge every resident to recognize other adults and the people who support them as essential members of our community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we'd like to move on to the recognizing the Mental Health Awareness Month. Charlie.
Whereas the Salem County Health Board and the Salem County Department of Health and Human Services and other local organizations are celebrating the month of May as Mental Health Awareness Month. And whereas mental health is essential to everyone's overall health and well-being, all Americans experience times of difficulty and stress in their lives. Prevention is an effective way to reduce the burden of the mental illness. Whereas there is a strong body of research that supports specific tools that all Americans can use to better handle challenges, protect their health and well-being. Whereas the early effective treatment, those individuals with mental illness can recover and lead full productive lives. And whereas Mental Health America, National Alliance of Mental Illness, and their national partners observe Mental Health Month every May to raise awareness and understanding of mental health illness. Therefore, the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Salem do hereby proclaim May 2020 as Mental Health Awareness Month.
Thank you very much, Charlie. We have a great mental health board that it's just starting to grow, and this board and what we're doing in the county with June's cyber with mental health in our county is in desperate need right now. A lot of people are suffering and need help. They need help so they don't have depression, suicide. That word particularly this month is going to be under a lot of pressure. So we want to recognize them and thank them for what they're doing and what they're going to be doing. We also have a proclamation recognizing the National Teachers Day. If you want to go ahead with that, Scott.
National Teachers Day, May 5th, 2020. Whereas teachers make all schools great and work to open students' minds and ideals, knowledge and dreams. And whereas teachers keep American democracy alive by laying the foundation for group citizens, and whereas teachers fill many roles as listeners, explorers, role models, motivators, and mentors. And whereas teachers continue to influence us long after our school days are our only memories. Now therefore we proclaim that the members of the Board of Chosen Freeholders of the County of Salem do hereby recognize May 5th, 2020 as National Teachers Day. And we urge that all people observe this day by taking time to acknowledge the impact of teachers in our lives.
Thank you. And once again, what an apropos time, a good month to recognize the teachers, what they're going through. I think what they're doing now, teaching the kids out of class, is a lot tougher than having them in class. So we definitely want to thank the teachers and all they've been doing for us and for our children. I think the parents have a better appreciation now of what the teachers go through every day. So thank you. I also have the opportunity to give two proclamations to heroes. That's National Nurses Week and National Hospital Week. With the doctors, the nurses, the staff, the administration, the EMS, everyone that works in this field in the hospitals. What a job you guys are doing, and we appreciate it. We want to celebrate you this week. We have two great hospitals in our county with Elmer and Salem, and we want to thank you. And this is your hospital week, and what a better week to recognize it after all that you've gone through. We want to truly thank you. And National Nurses Week, you can imagine, this is the week of the birthday of Florence Nightingale, and if she can imagine what you guys are going through right now, she would be amazed. She's just the founder of our founder of our modern nursing. I have a mother, I have a wife, I have a daughter, I have two sisters that are all RNs. So it's really close to me what nurses do and what they can be. And I like to tell the story about being sick and having nurses in the family. And since they see a lot of things that go on, it's pretty much you'll get better. We'll see you later. I'm going shopping. That's basically what goes on in our family. So we want to thank the nurses for everything they're doing and for being heroes out there. So congratulations on this week. We have two more. National Recognized Emergency Medical Services.
Yeah, whereas emergency medical service is a vital public service, and members of the emergency medical services team are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The emergency medical services system consists of first responders, including emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency physicians, trained members of the public, and other out-of-the-hospital medical care providers. The Salem County Board of Chosen in recognition of this event do hereby proclaim the week of May 17th to the 23rd, 2020 as Emergency Medical Services Week with the theme EMS Strong, Ready Today, Preparing for Tomorrow.
And thank you to all you EMS teams for what you've been doing around the county. Thank you very much. And lastly, for proclamations, we're recognizing laboratory workers, another group of heroes in this county. Go ahead.
Laboratory professionals have a significant role in healthcare and disease recognition and are a vital part of the medical community. The work of the laboratory professionals expands as the healthcare needs of the American population evolve. The current pandemic is putting a strain on laboratory professionals and requires extra efforts from both them professionally and personally. Therefore, be resolved, the Salem County Board of Chosen Freeholders honor laboratory professionals during this pandemic. And thank you for providing the highest quality of care to the citizens, to our citizens. You make a positive difference in the Salem County community.
Thank you, Charlie. And once again, for all 5 groups that we're recognizing, thank you. Do we have a waiver of the rules?
Yes, we have 4 waiver of the rules. A10, resolution requesting approval of the Director of the Division of Local Government Services to establish a dedicated trust by rider for COVID-19 related donations pursuant to NJSA 40A:5-29. C3, resolution approving the execution of change order number 3, Centerton traffic signal improvements, Almond Road, County Road 540 and Centerton Road, County Road 553 in Pittsgrove Township for the County of Salem federal project number CMAQ-553 5353 NJDOT job number 7110317. And C4, resolution approving the execution of change order number 1, fiscal year 2018, Railroad Rehabilitation Program for the County of Salem, NJDOT Rail Freight Assistance Program, grant number 7112310. And A11, resolution to amend the Salem County Correction Officers Collective Bargaining Agreement.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to waive those 4 rules?
Yes, Director, I move that we
So
approve those.
moved.
We have a motion and a second. Mickey, I'll take you as a second. Or was that Lee?
That was Mickey.
Mickey? Any discussion? Hearing no discussion, we'll have a roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
Okay. We have some correspondence,
Yes.
and the pleasure on the correspondence.
Director, I make a motion that the following correspondence be accepted, filed, and be part of our minutes.
A second?
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
And we'll include the committee and commission minutes in that.
Mhm, yes.
Okay. Payment, bills, and claims. Motion to pay bills and claim count.
Director, I make a motion that all bills and claims, when properly signed and audited, be paid and charged to the respective accounts.
Second?
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
Treasurer's report, what's your pleasure?
Director, I make a motion that the treasurer's report be received and filed subject to an audit, and that it be spread full and complete upon the minutes.
Second?
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call, please.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
We'll move on to the resolutions. Administrative Committee.
A1, resolution authorizing the donation of a vehicle to Salem County Sheriff's Office of Emergency Services, Nunk-Pro-Tunk. A2, resolution authorizing the donation of a vehicle to Elsonboro Township. A3, resolution determining the form and other details of the offering of 51,009,000 general obligation bonds consisting of 38,095,000 courthouse general improvement bonds, Series 2020A, 8 million vocational technical school bonds, Series 2020B, New Jersey School Bond Reserve Act 1980, NJ Laws C 72 as amended, and 4,914,000 general improvement bonds, Series 2020C of the County of Salem, State of New Jersey, and providing for the sale of such bonds. A4, finance resolution cancellation of check. A5, resolution amendment to resolution 2020-007 to establish job classification titles and salary ranges. A6, resolution to amend the Salem County Superior Correction Officers Collective Bargaining Agreement. A7, resolution to amend the CWA Collective Bargaining Agreement. A8, resolution authorizing revolving loan fund principal payment deferral for hardship related to the coronavirus pandemic. A9, resolution requesting extension of time for the 2020 budget. A10, resolution requesting approval of the Director of the Division of Local Government Services to establish a dedicated trust by rider for COVID-19 related donation pursuant to NJSA 48:5-29. A11, resolution to amend the Salem County Correction Officers Collective Bargaining Agreement.
You've heard a reading of these 11 resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Director,
Mr. Director, I make a motion that we approve these resolutions.
A second?
I second.
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes?
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
Agricultural Tourism Committee.
B1, authorizing the proposed acquisition of a development easement on Dare Farm, Upper Pittsgrove Township. B2, authorizing the proposed acquisition of a development easement on Stimpson's Farm, Upper Pittsgrove Township. B3, authorizing the proposed acquisition of a development easement on MIHALECZ Farm, Upper Pittsgrove Township. B4, authorizing the proposed acquisition of a development easement on Bauman Farm, Upper Pittsgrove Township.
You've heard the reading of these 4 resolutions. What is your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I move we adopt these 4 resolutions.
I second.
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes?
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
Economic Development and the Public Works.
C1, resolution approving the execution of change order number 1, resurfacing and safety improvements of Hook Road, County Road 551, Phase 1 for the County of Salem Federal Project number STP SJ0551-300, NJDOT job number 7105306. C2, resolution approving the execution of change order number 1, removal of beam guide rail and installation of beam guide rail at various locations throughout the County of Salem, second year option. C3, resolution approving the execution of change order number 3, Centerton traffic signal improvements, Almond Road, County Road 540 and Centerton Road, County Road 553 in Pittsgrove Township for the County of Salem, federal project number CMAQ 553-553, NJDOT job number 7110317. And C4, resolution approving the execution of change order number 1, fiscal year 2018, Railroad Rehabilitation Program for the County of Salem, NJDOT Rail Freight Assistance Program, grant number 7112310.
You've heard the reading of these 4 resolutions. What's your pleasure?
Mr. Director, I motion that we adopt these resolutions.
Second?
I have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes?
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
Thank you. Health and Human Services, Education.
D1, resolution authorizing the freeholder chair and the clerk of the board to sign the health service grant application for the Special Child Health Services Case Management Unit. D2, resolution of intent to apply for the 2020-2021 Right to Know grant. D3, resolution of intent to apply for funding to New Jersey Transit on behalf of the Salem County Board of Chosen Freeholders. D4, resolution authorizing a vehicle lease between Mid-Atlantic States Career and Education Center and the Salem County Board of Chosen Freeholders to provide various transportation for Delaware, dialysis, Camden, and Philadelphia appointments.
You've heard a reading of these 4 resolutions. What's your pleasure?
Mr. Director,
Mr. Director, I move that we approve these resolutions. Second?
I have a motion and second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call please.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes?
Freeholder Hassler.
yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
We have nothing for public safety today, nothing for chapter 159 for insertion and revenue in the budget. Freeholders, Any new business today? Freeholders, any public announcements?
The only thing that I would like to bring up is the Economic Development Council of the county is looking at different ways to help any businesses that are out there along the Chamber of Commerce. If you have issues that we can help you with, I can speak for you to say, contact Jennifer at the Chamber. And we're looking to help wherever we can and anything that we can help with. We are kind of limited, but we are out there pursuing what's best for our business in the county.
Thank you. And we're gonna urge our government to open up the hairdressers for haircuts because Charlie and I are gonna need some ponytail holders pretty soon. And Scott, I'm not sure
I'm getting there.
you're getting there. Lee, I don't know about your hair. Is it still growing in or what?
Bobby, what do you say? Still growing hair?
Yeah, is your hair getting long?
Are you kidding me? It's been 12 weeks. I need a barber quick.
Mickey, we're gonna talk about yours. There you go. I do want to mention today at 5. Go ahead.
Kelly's on top of that, let me tell you.
Oh man, very good, Kelly.
We can all go to Kelly's house.
Yeah, do we have an appointment for Kelly? Anyway,
Now I'll ask her.
it could work. Our administrator,
Good haircut and a bad haircut?
our administrator could use it too.
Yep.
Alright.
We had at 5 o'clock today. We were on the meeting 4:30 and 5 o'clock. We were meeting with Senator Booker. I do want to announce that he was gracious and entertained 11 of the mayors and 4 of the freeholders. A lot of questions, a lot were put to him. We gave him. Salem County had great representation. A lot of good questions. I think we made our point made where our Salem County stands and where we need help. So I want to thank all 11 mayors who were there, and the freeholders were there also. So appreciate that. We're going to open this up to public comment. You want to read it, Stacy?
Sure. There's 2 comments from Cheryl Nelson. Please plead our case to the governor to open small businesses in Salem County. Yes, our numbers are, but we have recent testing and farm labor camps making the numbers higher. And also the governor's committees are all sporting fresh haircuts, yet we can't have a salon open in our county. So Tim Mangold, a resident of Mannington Township, questions for freeholder meeting. Recently, the federal government provided the state of New Jersey with detailed information regarding the existing capacity for coronavirus testing within the state. Number 1, has the state communicated with the county regarding the existing testing capacity within Salem County? 2, what is the existing testing capacity within Salem County? Is it sufficient to meet the governor's goals of testing for reopening? 3, has the state communicated with the county regarding our progress towards reopening? There are significant outbreaks going on in Penns Grove, Carneys Point area and in Upper Pittsgrove Township relative to the rest of the county. What information can you provide regarding the circumstances around the outbreak? What measures are being put in place to mitigate the outbreaks? Thank you for holding the meetings online.
No problem. I'd like to answer the first 3, and if Stacy, if you could answer the last 3.
Sure.
2. We have nothing. The state has not communicated with the county regarding existing testing capacity within the county. There's no communication within the state administrator.
We have our conference calls every day at 11 o'clock, and we go over the numbers for the county and what's anticipated, but there is no forecasted of determining numbers and things like that for Salem County.
What do we hear about testing capacity? Is there going to be nothing?
We're just getting different types of testing. I know they're looking into the saliva tests, different tests, but they haven't talked about capacity.
The next question is, what is the existing testing capacity within county? We are currently running the testing out at the fairgrounds by appointment. Is sufficient to meet the governor's goals for testing for reopening? No. That's going to take a lot more testing and a lot more tests. This is basically, keeping up with those that have symptoms, and we will be moving on from that as soon as we get more testing. So hopefully we can open up the county. Has the state communicated with the county regarding our progress towards opening? Nothing more than what's been on the news. They don't really give us any more guidelines. Jeff Ridgway, administrator, they have a
No,
good.
the guidelines are based upon what our needs are and what our determination is. We can only go by CDC guidelines, things like that, and determine as a county if we want to open our county offices and things like that. But again, the guidelines of the CDC are what we all go by.
All right, thank you, Jeff. Stacy, you want to answer the next two for us, please?
Sure. What information can you provide regarding the circumstances around the outbreak in the Carneys Point, Penns Grove area and the Upper Pittsgrove Township area? Penns Grove, Carneys Point area, there are one of the outbreaks was due to a long-term living facility. The other one is there's a significant population that works in factories that are just north of Carneys Point, Penns Grove. So what happened was they're in close proximity to each other when they're working. So there was a large outbreak.
Not factory to warehousing.
Warehousing, I'm sorry. And then what measures are being taken? And Upper Pittsgrove Township. So some of the farm workers came into the area and they were symptomatic. And so because they live in close quarters, we were able to test them and they showed positive. A lot more people were negative than positive, but there were just small pockets. And what measures are we putting in place to mitigate the outbreaks? Right now, what we've done is the health department is contacting all the local, the businesses, the farmers, and the people that have tested positive. We have a Spanish translator, so anyone that doesn't speak English is provided all the literature, the education in English and in Spanish. We are going out and we are doing contact tracing, so and we're providing PPE, so the farmers and the factories, the warehouses can provide their workers with proper PPE.
Thank you, Stacy.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to leave this extended opening for public comment, so if you have any, please type it in. Make sure you give your name and your address. The one thing I would like to discuss amongst the freeholders, New Jersey Association of Counties has put out a request of what the different counties are doing, putting a task force together, each county putting a task force together to help with reopening. And I'd like to talk to freeholders here about possibly putting a task force together, possibly led by the Chamber of Commerce and or the Economic Development Council that we already have established, some kind of subcommittee. I'd like to ramp that up if it's okay with the freeholders to start directing that.
Sure.
Charlie, you're on that committee.
I'm on that committee, and we have a quasi subcommittee, which you listened into the other day, but I think it's a good idea.
I sent a message out to Lou Joyce. I thought he was the chair. I guess it's Mark Valente.
Yes.
So I'll be reaching out to him. Kathleen Mills, that type of thing, being on the committee. The first question they ask is, where do we need help? Who needs help? What can we do? What can we do as a county to try to get this businesses starting up? I know a lot are suffering and need this. Some did get loans, some did not. So we need to help out where we can. Lee or Mickey, any comment on that task force?
No, we're just, trying to get things together and trying to get all our information out to people and trying to improve the testing ability, which is a challenge everywhere. I think we're just taking it one day at a time. I'm really appreciative of everybody's support. Stacy has certainly been willing and able to take my calls at all hours of the day. In June, I can't say enough for what she's been up to.
I know June has been working on writing this line. She's been working on a commercial TV to reach out to our residents to let them know where help is available as far as health and mental health. Maybe we included in this if they need help on the business side, opening up within that commercial. I know we're reaching out for donations for that, and that'll be coming soon, hopefully. I know we pretty much gave her the go-ahead on that.
But with the economic development, to get started in the county again, I have talked to John Berzicelli of 3rd District and also a senator from North Jersey, and I have volunteered myself to be on any of these committees through the state or South Jersey if they need to be on a task force. I haven't received any calls back, but I did volunteer. We'll see what happens with that.
Thank you,
Nobody
Charlie.
seems to know where we're going, that's all.
Charlie, that meeting this week,
Pardon me?
is that meeting this week or next, Charlie?
No one has got back to me. I just volunteered that they put a task force together that I would be willing to serve on it. I have not
How
been.
about the economic development?
With the county, I'm not sure. I'll have to get back to you, Doc. I'm not sure what day that is. It's usually Thursday.
Yeah, I've been looking for a note, haven't gotten anything from Kathy.
All right, I'll talk to Kathy tomorrow.
All right, we have some more public comment, please.
Yes. So Robert Tudhill, 3 Bridge Road, Monroeville, New Jersey. Has the county considered to put the new court complex next to the correctional facility during their investigation of developing a new courthouse? This could be fiscally responsible due to not having to transport inmates back and forth, possibly relieving officers of their duties to help out with crime and such throughout our county, making it a safer place for our community. While historically it has been to keep the courthouse in the county seat, but fiscally, do we believe it's responsible to do so?
Couple answers. First of all, it would have to change litigation or
Legislation.
resolutions. It's mandated to be in the county seat. The cost of putting it out there, while it would be good location, central, the cost would be larger because right now we're using our existing courthouse as 1/2 the capacity. We would have to put the whole thing out there, and the cost would be wouldn't be 50% more, but maybe 25% more in cost. So not only is it not required, it's required to be in the county seat, but the cost would be a little bit more prohibitive. So thank you for the question. Thank you. That's a great question.
Angela Fogg-Clore, have there been any studies on mosquitoes being able to carry the virus from an infected person to other people or animals? I'm going to assume she means the COVID-19 virus.
I think we have our gentleman, our administrator, could answer that perfectly.
At this time, I know of no study that would have shown that the mosquito can carry COVID-19. If there is something that comes up in the future, then we will bring it to the attention of the public.
Okay, might be a good question to ask our epidemiologist, whatever.
Epidemiologist.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And we have a new mosquito identification person coming next week.
Go ahead,
My
Becky.
understanding this is an aerosol and respiratory spread. It is not spread by mixing of blood. I haven't seen anything about sexual transmission. It's usually from oral, digital, and of course respiratory.
Thank you, Mickey. So we'll get back to you more on that, possibly at the next freeholder meeting. Thank you for the question. Another good question. So, yes.
Kat Bobbitt asks, are there translators for speakers of other languages who may need assistance with the COVID-19 response besides just Spanish and English? Yes.
We do.
Yes.
We have German.
We actually do contract with a program that provides all languages that we need. So yeah, we can do any language that is necessary.
Thank you. Another good question. Thank you. Any more?
My phone is thinking it's locked up, so I can answer, like I did last time, any questions that come in after that I don't have right now.
If you need any help.
All right, for those who want to need further explanation, please text them in or write them in. We're going to be going into closed session for probably about 15-20 minutes. When we get out, we will open it up for public comment again. They'll give you a chance to call in. We do have executive sessions that deal with negotiations and litigation. Stacy?
G1, resolution authorizing executive session, County of Salem matters relating to litigation, negotiation, and the attorney-client privilege.
All right, will we be having any motion afterward? Do we anticipate anything?
Don't think so, no.
No.
Okay, more of a discussion, so if you want to keep tuning in, that's great. We should be back about 15-20 minutes. We need a motion and a second.
Motion to go into closed session.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, roll call.
Freeholder Ostrom.
Yes.
Freeholder Hassler.
Yes.
Freeholder Ware.
Yes.
Deputy Director Griscom.
Yes.
Director Laurie.
Yes.
5-0.
Thank you.